Okay, these are the basic 5 mat exercises. I'm going to go through them once, and then I'm going to go through each one and break it down so you can learn more. Let's start lying on our backs. Reach your arms overhead. Push your heels away. Just take a nice stretch. And then we're going to squeeze the legs together, bring the hands up. We're going to knit the ribs and press the mid back down. And now we'll start the 100 here. Just taking nice big breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Roughly 5 arm pumps for every inhale and every exhale. That's 5. We've got 5 to go. I'm going to lift my head and shoulders and look at my feet. If you have neck strain, put the head down. Reach your hands to your feet. Nothing's moving but the arms. One more. Go ahead and lower down. Take another big stretch. Let's push the heels away. Hands up. And then we're going to lift the head and shoulders and just roll up and over the legs. I'm going to go ahead and get my strap. If you have a proper Pilates mat with a strap, go ahead and use it. If you don't, you can use ankle weights. Some people prop their feet up under the edge of a couch. And then we're going to lie back down. Reach overhead, lengthen your back. Hands come up first. And then we lift, go up and over the legs. Pull the belly back and lie down. If you like to think about the breath, it's an inhale here. Exhale as you go over the legs. Inhale to start rolling down. Exhale as you finish. I like to reach, bring the hands up, lift, up and over the legs, and roll back down. Keep pulling your toes back to you, pushing the heels away. And we're going to do 3 more. So common things I see here is sometimes people, when they go over the legs, they want to hold the feet or reach for the feet. You're not trying to hold, you're trying to just reach the hands. Depending on how far you go, maybe your hands are just beside your toes, but they're not holding on. We've got 1 to go. And lower down. Go ahead and take off the strap. Bring your hands down beside the hips. We're going to do our single leg circle. Let's bend the right knee. Push the left heel away. Reach your hands towards that left foot. Now the right leg goes up. And we're going to circle it across, down, around, and up. Reach the foot away as you circle. 1 more. Pause at the top and reverse. Only that leg is moving. 1 more. And then let's hug that knee to the chest. Just give that hip a little stretch. We'll send that leg out on the mat. We're reaching that heel away. The fingers are reaching towards the feet. Bend the left knee. Lift the left leg up. Circle it across. Down, around, and up. Reach both feet away. Pause at the top and reverse. 2 more. Let's hug that knee in and give it a stretch. And then we're going to rock up to sitting and do the rolling like a ball. So here, you're going to bring the heels in. I always like to tell people, look behind you and make sure you have space. You're not going to roll into anything. And then you're going to have your hands on your shins, pick up your heels and squeeze them together. Lift your low belly, and now try to bring your head and shoulders a little closer to your knees. You're going to tight a shape as you can, whatever's doable. Now your shape doesn't change. You're going to inhale, roll back, exhale to lift up. Imagine you're holding a little orange under your chin. And you don't want to drop that orange. It's okay to get stuck down there. 1 more. Now I put the feet down. Scoot back to the center of your mat and bring the right knee in. The left hand's gonna hold the knee, right hand holds the ankle. Head and shoulders are curled up. Reach that left leg up. Lift it as high as you need to so your back doesn't hurt. Or I should say, hold it as low as you can without your back hurting. And now we're gonna switch sides. Switch and switch. The outside hand holds the ankle. So it's kind of the only complicated thing. The hands switch. Switch and switch. We're just doing one more. Switch and switch. Lower down and rest. So if that all felt good, you can be all done. If you're struggling with any of those, I'm gonna go through it again and break it down a little bit. So 100. I like to lay flat because it allows me to lengthen my back and it feels good on my back. So let's take another big yawning stretch. We're only gonna do a 50 here. We're gonna squeeze the legs together, hands up. We're gonna knit the ribs and press them down. Start your arm pumps here. Now this did not feel good. You have choices. You could lift the head and shoulders. You can bend the knees, which is gonna get into a different part of your back. You can lift the legs. That's gonna get into a different part of your back. Make your choice. We're gonna do one more breath. I always say to people, do the thing that feels good on your back. Good, bend the knees and rest, and rock up to sitting. If the full roll up is difficult for you, especially if you don't have a strap, it can be really hard, you can do the seated roll down. We're gonna bend the knees, have the feet flat, and hold under the thighs. You're gonna lift your lower belly, lift your upper back, your lower back, and then you're gonna bring your head and shoulders a little closer to the knees. Now, go back until the arms are straight, stop, and lift yourself up. The feet don't move here, not at all. The shape of your spine doesn't change, okay? So we're not dumping back there, and we're not lifting up tall on the way in. We're finding a gentle curve of the spine that's lengthened, and we're keeping it. If it's easy, bring your feet a little closer. If it's still easy, reach the arms. And you're just going down as far as you can, keeping the feet planted, keeping your back lengthened, and of course being able to come up. Single leg circle. If it was difficult, grab a strap. I have this elastic band, or flexible band. I prefer to use a yoga strap if you have one, but this is what I've got. We're gonna go ahead and lie down, and we're gonna bend both knees, and then we're gonna put the strap over one foot. We're gonna lift that foot to the ceiling, and then you're gonna hold the strap. I like to hold it in one hand, and then the other hand is down by the side. That's because your arm is gonna press down into the mat and bring stability. So the idea with this exercise, the way I like to teach it, is you're moving one leg, but everything else is providing stability. So you're gonna press your free arm down into the mat, you're gonna press your foot that's down into the mat, and you're gonna reach the foot in the strap up into the strap. See if you can lengthen the thigh bone up out of the hip socket. And now we're gonna circle the leg across the body and down, around, and up. The strap is guiding, and it's giving us support, and it's also letting us push up into something. Let's reverse it now. Try the other direction. And we'll just do one more. And now let's go to the other side. So the right leg for me now is bent. I'm gonna hold the strap in my left hand. Right arm is pressing down, right foot is pressing down, and I am trying to lift the foot, the left foot, up into that strap. I'm gonna circle across and down, around, and up. Just 3. Reaching that leg away, making space. Now, a lot of people like to use the strap to go bigger. Watch what happens when I go bigger. We're gonna reverse direction here. We're going out to the side, I'm gonna go big. You see what this leg is doing? This leg is going out to the right to balance what the left leg is doing. My hip is no longer on the mat. So personally, I don't like to teach it like that. I like for the pelvis, the hips to be square on the mat, the right foot to be pressing down and providing stability, so that the left hip is free to circle. Okay, go ahead and bend the foot. Rock up to sitting, put your strap aside. We're gonna do the rolling like a ball. And the way way that I like to make this a little more accessible is to make it bigger. So the exercise is called rolling like a ball, but I want you to really think about like a sphere, a three-dimensional object, and that you're trying to like fill up that sphere. So we're gonna keep the heels further away from the hips. We're gonna keep the knees wider, and you can even hold under the thighs. And then you're gonna rock back and pick up the feet. The elbows here are high and wide, but the shoulders are down. Now we're gonna lift the low belly, nod the chin. We're just trying to keep this shape. We're gonna lift the hips to go back, and we're gonna lift the hips to come forward. Squeeze those heels like you've got a gold coin. Ooh, trying not to put my feet down, but I did. My teacher always says it's okay to get stuck down there. So you may get here and not come up, and that's okay. You're just gonna keep practicing, and one day you will come up. Okay, let's lie down and go to our single leg stretch. Right knee in, left hand holds the knee, right hand holds the circle. Now we're gonna lift the head and shoulders. The left leg right now is down on the mat. Press the hands into the shin, press the shin up into the hands. Now pull your ribs back to the mat. Keep that and lift your left leg. Now we're gonna switch. Do it again. Shin into hands, hand into shin, ribs pull back. You should feel a lot of stomach here. Switch, ribs pull back. Switch. Just one more like that. Switch, pull your ribs back, and switch. And lower down and rest. Take a breath. If you have neck strain while you're doing that, you can put the feet down and work on an exercise like the dead bow and just build up that ability to lift your head and shoulders. The 100 will get you there. Okay, so that's it for that, and I hope you enjoyed it.